Hey guys, the section of violence here. Man, wow, wasn't the night I was hoping for, let's just say that. I kind of screwed the pooch with I'll start with BKFC, the most frustrating of them all. Um, yeah, we'll start off with, the opening fight. We had TJ Benson versus Corey Roberts. Corey Roberts loses or wins after getting rocked huge. He's got heart. I'm gonna keep that in mind. TJ Benson has the exact opposite of heart. I don't think he's any good also, so I'm gonna keep that in mind. Not saying Roberts is any good, just saying he's better than Benson. Benson, he's a fade moving forward. Moving on, what should have been our hammer spot of the card turned out to only be a one unit play. I gotta trust my gut a little more. I knew Esteban was gonna be hell for Jaquiz, and that's exactly what he was. He put on that pressure. Jaquiz couldn't use those knees he likes to use, and exactly what happened. What I knew would happen was he'd break in round one. Esteban with the finish, he's a force. I'm excited to see him work in his next fight. Moving on, we had Tommy Stridham versus Josh Krejci. I knew he'd be better. I just didn't realize how much. Krejci is not as good as I thought he was, and that just proves how bad TJ Benson is. Moving on, we had Jeff Souter versus Idris Wasi. Idris Wasi, he's good for a round, and once he can't get you out in a round, he's done. Jeff Souter, not saying he quit or anything, but I just felt Souter, put on that work, and he didn't. Wasi didn't have much of an answer for it. So good job, Souter. Moving on, probably the pick I'm most proud of. Jade Masan Wong beat Taylor Starling. I knew she'd be too much for her with the power and the counter punching. Starling she's okay. She's just not good at all. Like she's just yeah. She's very fragile, and I knew if she gets dropped, she's not easy to drop, but she's pretty easy to drop at the same time. It's kind of, it's weird. But yeah, Jade Masam Wong got the job done, dominant decision win, unanimous decision. Starling showed some heart at least to not quit again. Big shot she ate, so good win for Wong. Wish I put a little more on her, but at the same time, it's women's MMA, so got to be careful. Moving on, we had Ryan Braun versus Andrew Potter. Lock of the card, Ryan Braun came through. First punch he threw. Andrew Potter didn't have a chance. Moving on, we had Carlos Trinidad Snake taking on Elvin Brito. I screwed the pooch here. I didn't think the size difference would be that apparent. Turns out Carlos Trinidad cuts a lot of weight to make the weight class. Because his gas tank obviously isn't as good as Brito's, but he made up for it with that jab, that reach, that size. Yeah, Carlos Trinidad won that fight pretty clearly. Fortunate for Brito. He could have even got a split or a draw, but unfortunate for Brito. But yeah, good win for Carlos. Moving on, we had Alonso Martinez versus Jeremy Sauceda. Sauceda, kind of, oh, he actually got finished in round four. Um, it is what it is. Alonso Martinez was beating him up anyways, so good on him for surviving that long, I guess. Moving on, we had Sean Wilson taking on Brandon Meyer. My bad, guys. I had Walmart Mike Perry, didn't work out. Sean Wilson with the win. He's on that good sauce. I just forgot about it. Good win for him. Hometown, should have factored that in. I'm gonna take hometowns a little more seriously. Usually I don't take them too seriously because, I didn't think the judges would do me like that, but we'll get into that. Moving on, we had Rivera versus Usmanov. Kind of another example of I didn't understand the judging. I thought Usmanov won that fight pretty clearly, but I guess really gave it to Rivera. Pretty weird decision, but whatever. I'll take the free money. It is what it is. I wish they would have gave that free money to Jeremy Smith because we'll get into that. I guess we're almost there, but yeah, we got Dakota Kostrain. He beat Cutter with a nice cross um, in the first round. Um, Good win for Kostrain. Cutter, he's taking that down. I think he broke his jaw or something. I don't know. All I know is Kostrain, good win, good heavy puncher, good clinch. Keep that in mind moving forward. Moving on to the main event, we had Jeremy Smith taking on Houston Alexander. First round didn't go our way. We lost 10-9. Would have been 10-8 if it wasn't for the ref calling a slip. Judges counted it as a 10-8, which isn't even fair. I don't know how you can do that. So there should be a recalculation on the scorecards. And even then, I don't understand how you could give rounds to Houston Alexander past round one, round two, maybe, round three, maybe. But rounds four and five were clear Jeremy Smith rounds. I don't understand how the judges didn't see that. If you're going to give a 10-8 to Houston in round one, you got to give a 10-8 to Jeremy in round five, because that's just a robbery. That's a terrible robbery. I'm really, really pissed about it. 8 unit swing. Could have been a monster night. It is what it is, guys. I can only control what I can control. Pay yourselves back. That's what I'm doing. That's just I ain't gonna deal with that. That's some bullshit. But anyways, guys, let's get into LFA. LFA was around the same. A little bit of some screwiness. Let's get into that. So yeah, we didn't do great on this card. I'll be honest. If we can start off with the first fight, we had Alex Martinez versus Tyler Jones. Martinez just gonna get the takedowns off, working for him. He got exposed. Tyler Jones put him away in that first round with his nice crisp striking. I'm gonna take some note on his striking. He's pretty crisp. But Alex Martinez got a little bit of a exposed there as well. Moving on, we had Chance Key taking on Joe Stafford. Given he didn't finish him, he still put up a heck of a performance. So good job, Chance Key. Lock of the card came through. I had a feeling you'd win with ease. I didn't. I just There were some sketchy moments, but other than that, we did great. Good win for a key. Dominant lock of the card. Can't believe. Uh, I can't believe. I can't believe they paired those two, but it is what it is. Eric Conquio or whatever versus Kevin Felipe. Kevin Felipe I thought was going to be the better striker and keep it on the feet. Gas out Eric Moncanico. Turns out Eric Moncanico is actually a pretty good fighter and edged unanimous decision. So good for him. Moving on, we had Ivan Tena beating Riley Wiseman. I knew Wiseman's just a jiu-jitsu wild card. He's not very good. And I'm very, very happy Ivan Tena proves that. Tena's not that great himself, but he's a lot better than Wiseman. So good performance by Tena. Nice unanimous decision win. Yeah, good job. Moving on, we had Cedric Catambua versus Austin Worms. That was really unfortunate. I'm kind of cheesed about the ending of that. I had Catawamba in a few parlays, which would have made another great day. This is another sign of just bad luck on my part. I don't know what it is, but it is what it is. Cedric, he should have won that. Ends in a no contest. Worms, I can't even say what I want to say about you on here, so it is what it is. Moving on, we had Puni Pagoa versus Humberto Duarte. Nice finish by Pagoa. It was on the feet. I kind of should have saw this. It was a clear win for Pagoa, being that Duarte is going to want to strike with him. Pagoa with the dominant win. Good win for Pagoa. Yeah, a little bit of a screw up on my part, but it is what it is. Moving on, we had Antoine Ho winning a unanimous decision against Edwin de los Santos. Kid's legit. He's got some holes, but you should tune him up, and he should be ready for Contender Series in a year or two. Moving on, we had Jean-Paul Labasani. Turns out his BJJ isn't that great, and that he isn't that great because Jacoby Jones put him away quite easily, and Jacoby Jones is as green as it gets. But he is pretty good. I'll give him that. He's got some natural talent, but he isn't that good. So that it is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Good win for Jacoby. Happy for him. He follows the page, so I'm always gonna support him. But I just didn't know. I just didn't, you know. Anyways, it is what it is. I knew it was gonna be a close fight, though. All right, guys. We profit a little bit if you didn't tail Martinez or if you didn't tail the 5 unit thing on Smith. It is what it is, guys. We'll get the money back. It's not that big of a deal. No harm, no foul. But yeah, guys, really unfortunate. Bad luck. That's what we'll chop it up to. And I'll see you next time, guys.